Hey, Sheriff Kozak here. It's been a while since we've had From the Pod podcast, but we're doing it because this is an exciting event for us. We opened our special management housing unit just a few weeks ago, I think. Correct. For Frontier Days.
Yep.
And we're the first in the state of Wyoming to have such a housing unit. And really, I think we might be the first in the nation to do some of the proactive stuff that we've done. For example, when we walk outside, we'll see our outside rec area.
Yep.
But we did it specifically to better manage people with mental illness was the reason we primarily did this, but we're using this housing unit for other purposes too. But let's talk about mental illness and mental health, because that's a big issue for us in the jail.
Yeah, so about 48% of our inmates have been diagnosed with a mental health issue. About 11% have been diagnosed with a severe mental health issue. So with us as a jail, how do we better manage that? How do we take care of people in the best way that we can? The problem that we had before, being that this is an older jail, we had to make some modifications so that it was easier for us to manage those with mental illness. So one of the things you can see is we installed these walls here behind us. And so that way we're allowing the inmates to get out of the facility or out of their cell, and at the same time being secure. Some of the inmates that we have here are, they're a threat to themselves, they're a threat to staff. But that doesn't mean that we still can't provide services to them as well. So that's basically what we're doing right now here, is being able to get them out of their cells but still keep them secured. So if you want to follow us, some of the things that we've done as well is that most times in a jail you'll see metal furniture and things like that. We have taken that all out. This is all psych furniture that's been placed in the pod. And it's just a lot more, it's not as jail-like or as sterile, easier for them to sit in as well. And so anyway, that's what we're doing here. But the big thing is, if we move outside, we'll head out this way.
So the colors, I noticed, Perry, in here, it's not your standard jail gray either. So you've kind of mixed up the colors?
Yeah, so we've put in calming colors. When we repainted the pod as well, we have kind of the calming blue colors. But one of the things that we did here was we took this basketball court and we made this like a courtyard. And the vision is that it would be like stepping out onto downtown street patio where you're overlooking the city of Cheyenne. And then this way, when inmates come out here to relax, they're looking at more than just a wall.
Yeah.
And it's very calming for them to come out here and spend some time and be outside.
And the whole purpose of this calming environment like this is traditionally people are housed in a jail like this. They stay in their cell.
Yes.
And they have nothing to look forward to. So this creates different areas where they can work towards, right?
Yes.
And so if they're taking their medication, let's say,
Yep.
that's an incentive for them to follow the rules, take the medication, and then they're allowed in these more areas that are appealing for them to go to, right?
Yes, so it gives them some steps to work through. So if they're behaving in their cell, we can get them out into the rec area right outside their cell. If they're doing well, then they can come out and sit and mingle with other inmates as well. If they're doing really well, they can come out here and spend the afternoon and be outside, play cards, have connection. It's really important, even though there's mental illness on board, to have connection with other people, which we weren't able to get before. Now we're able to get people to connect with other people while they're in their cell. So so far it's been a success. Our goal is to get people managed and get them back to general population. So that's the goal, and this is a tool to help us do that. We work very seriously with our mental health staff to manage the inmates that are here so that we can, provide an environment where they can be successful and then move them out of the jail.
Yeah, you say mental health staff, so I know we have a doctor on board, we
Yep.
have 2 psychiatric nurses, we have several mental health counselors,
Yep.
master level counselors that
Correct.
are working with all these people to help them progress.
Yep. And when we opened this cell, it was filled. So it's running at full capacity. And so far it's been going really, really well. There's been some adjustments, some things that we've learned, but for the most part, it's been a really good success.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we heard one gentleman here yelling while we were walking through.
Yep.
But we used to house them everyone was yelling. It was just such a loud environment, and so I can already tell this is so much better environment. So thank you for everything you've done.
Yeah, it's been, and the credit goes to the sheriff here, is the fact that, being able to have the vision of, looking at how do we treat people better, and that's our goal.
Yep. So, okay, thanks. Signing off. Thanks for joining into another podcast from the pod.